Please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Shit. Okay. He raced across the bridge as the vengeful chief followed closely behind him. As the chief approached, he cut the rope that secured the bridge and watched as the evil ruler plummeted to his death. Indiana Jones had done it once again. I can't help but think high school is also an adventure. There I stood, in the dark and misty halls in the morning. Robert Coombe, student extraordinaire. My mission? To reach room 302 before 8:20. If I failed, death. Worse yet, detention. The only thing standing in my way were a maze of halls and the group of sinister men that patrolled them, the service commissioners, who, with their caps off, were my friends, but with their caps on, the savage enemy. I made my decision to go. I ran down the hall, ducking into open doorways and bathrooms. Rounding the corner, almost home free, there he was, on his bright red bicycle, Mr. Bertini. He delivered those famous lines that sent a chill up my spine. Young man, where are you supposed to be? I knew this was a ploy to slow me down, but I couldn't let him deter me from my mission. As he reached for me, I sidestepped him and ran down the hall. Running down the hall, I knew time was growing short. With room 302 in sight, I saw the door slowly closing. But with a last gasp of my air, I leaped across the doorway and made it. Student extraordinaire had done it once again. He was on time. In high school, we were all heroes of this learning and growing experience. As protagonists, we are men of action, ready to go out and face any new challenge. In our freshman year, we faced a traditional school for the very first time. And like true adventurers, we adapted to a new and different environment, making the transition from junior high to high school. Tonight, we are faced with another transition. And like the hero Sisyphus, our rock is at the top of the hill. But we can now pause and applaud our accomplishments, knowing full well that the time will come, for some of us as early as tomorrow, when we must become stronger than the rock we have to bear and push it back up the hill. Our high school activities had helped prepare us for this lifelong mission. We learned to plan, budget our time, and to work together. We didn't get paid for the work, just the self-satisfaction that we did the best that we could. After a while, it didn't seem like work anymore, getting together with all your friends to decorate a hall or to trim the school Christmas tree seemed like more fun than work. During our senior year, we also learned the harsh realities of college. We were accepted, rejected, and some of us re-accepted. And there are even those of us who haven't heard yet. But for us, hope springs eternal. And for adventurers like us, there is always that one chance to succeed in life. And as we're going to sing in our song tonight, that if we fail or if we succeed, at least we live as we believe. It is this fact that makes not one of us, but all of us, students extraordinaire. And on behalf of the extraordinary class of 1986, I welcome you to our commencement exercises. Thank you.
Okay, class. Columbus. That statement is from a question that I asked so many times in my U.S. history classes that it became a classroom joke. And as I stammered and I reeled in fear of getting up here tonight and doing this, I said to myself, "Self, what can you do for a graduation speech?" The immediate answers that came to mind were words like cry, run, panic, freeze up, and perform other bodily functions that might exhibit my fear of being here tonight. But then I said, the question, Columbus, that's always good for a laugh. That's better than a mother-in-law joke. Columbus failed in his primary objective. Poor Chris. But that failure opened to the world new and bright wonders that I'd never seen before. Such a failure I would love to have. And the impact of that failure has had and continues to have profound influence on the development of mankind. I sit here and I look at a sea of faces that have succeeded and failed in their primary objectives over the last 4 years. And I'm sure there's not one of them that feels they have done everything they want to do in the way that they wanted to. Yet, they are here. They're ready. Perhaps eager, perhaps frightened. Probably unsure. They're conjuring up new objectives, mentally exploring new routes, preparing for the adventure that will be their future. And I wish, oh how I wish I could say something profound, something poignant, brilliant, even peachy keen, far freaking out, Nito Jet. But all I can think of to say is thanks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for asking. Thanks for questioning. Thanks for arguing and disagreeing, and even suggesting I might consider reproducing myself. But mostly, thanks for sharing, for making me part of your adventure, for sharing with me the pursuit of your primary objective. I don't know how each of you looks back on your past 4 years at Burlingame High School. I'm sure with varying degrees of success. But like our friend Chris, you are unaware of the positive impact that the pursuit of your primary objective has had on those that live in the world that you have built. We take from your experiences and give to those that follow the benefit of your explorations. You have opened new doors and made it possible for us to do new and greater things. Now you stand before us, about to pursue your futures in 100 different directions. And like the rest of us assembled in this room, you will meet with happiness and success and failure and tragedy. For such is the fabric of life, and it's, there I go again, giving a graduation speech and getting before a crowd and panicking, okay? And it's uncertainty. What is certain, however, is what you have left behind. The positive impact of your presence on Burlingame High School. Your academic, athletic, and social achievements, the little bits of you that make the walls of a very old building come alive. On behalf of the faculty of Burlingame High School, I extend our appreciation to the class of 1986. Thank you.